Hey guys, welcome to Picksburgh. This is Anthony, and you're joining us for the Entrepre-Doers morning show. And with me, as always, are my co-hosts, Nate, Everyday I'm Hustlin, Tommy 2.0, The Bargain Effect. And today we have a special guest, D, Flippin'Particles. So we're excited that everyone could make it. Sorry about the whole 3-hour thing you've been seeing on YouTube or whatever. I scheduled the show out last night, and I forgot to go to YouTube and change it to Eastern time. So it's been scheduled to Pacific time because YouTube likes to automatically do that for some reason. But say hello to a few people. Brownie points go to Steven Scroggins today.
Got him down.
He was in here at 7:57 a.m. That's dedication.
What?
Yep, 7:57.
I was still sleeping then.
So was I.
I think I just woke up around then.
Then you got Justin Jacob saying that he overslept this morning at 8:23 a.m. Those guys are awesome. He goes, well, at least we did beat the old man Craig in. So going for you. So does that mean is Justin still in the lead, Tommy, or is he tied with Craig now?
Let me see.
Steven was in first this time. So Steven's got to be approaching the lead. He's always in there early.
Oh, that's funny.
I don't know. I'm getting a pretty big list here, so they're all pretty close right there. Craig, Justin, and Steven are pretty
Tracy
close.
knows me so well. She said she asked if I forgot and went to estate sales. That's something that I would do because my brain is a forgetter.
Yeah, mine too. I've been hitting the head with too many blunt objects, so that's my excuse.
I wish I could find a good estate, so I haven't went to one in a while.
Yeah, they're trash around here this time of year.
Yeah. Well, at least right now, maybe when we get deeper in the winter, maybe we'll find something.
Wait a minute. What do you mean they're trash this time of year? I don't understand. Because people die all year long, so only trashy people die in the winter, or what?
I guess. I don't know. They're just far and few. They're few and far between.
Oh, okay. Because nobody wants to go out in the cold.
I guess.
No, we still have them almost every week in the winter.
That's awesome.
It's like people in Pennsylvania say we're not going to sell this stuff. We're just going to keep it and try to put it on eBay or something. I don't know. That's what a lot of people must do.
Unless they wait for the nicer weather. I don't know.
Well, I like the ones that don't hire an estate sale company to do it themselves because they don't know what they're doing.
Exactly. That's where I get the best items.
Yep. Hey, thanks, T. I appreciate it. You were awesome.
So we got Justin Jacobs has got 4, and Craig and Steven both got 3.
Nice. All right.
What are you guys counting?
Brownie points. So essentially, we started this thing on October 24th because there'd always be people fighting over being the first person in here. And then we just started saying, well, hey, the brownie points go to this person for being the first person. So me and Tommy decided that in a 30-day period, whoever gets the most brownie points for being the first one in chat, we're going to send them a brownie-themed gift.
That's why they're
Yeah.
coming in so early.
Yep.
Okay.
Absolutely.
People just roll out of bed and instantly run to the computer like, brownie points, no.
So Reseller King is with us. He says congrats on 1K. Thank you so much. We're hoping to celebrate that again today because D is getting really close. So throughout the show, we're going to be dropping her link into the chat. Please go over there and subscribe and then put the number of subscriber you are so that we can try to get her as close to 1K or over 1K as possible. I think she only needs, what do you need, like 48, D?
I need 48 last night, but it's probably back down to 50.
Yeah, I know how that goes.
Every single time I upload a video, I lose subscribers. I don't know if that's what YouTube's way of like, that's how they like delete fake accounts or what, but I don't understand it. But
yeah, I don't know.
I mean, like instantly, as soon as I upload the video, there's at least one gone.
Start deleting some and see if it goes up.
Yeah,
that's been happening for years, though. Even when I was doing Lego, it was doing that.
Yeah, you still need 48
On your
days.
way.
Justin Kathy is in the house. Myra Elaine, good to see Myra. She's at an appointment. I hope everything goes well for you there. DC Sales, the master of the license plate. We got Paul, Gate City Picker. He says, "Is it really 3 hours away?" No, we're going now. You probably see that now. Okay, it's on him live in 3 hours. So I don't know. I must have screwed something up.
Well, maybe you just was thinking that I'm not a morning person.
Oh, now they're saying it's on at 1 o'clock, or is that? I don't know. Like I screwed that up. Like full transparency, it's my fault.
Reseller good at King is really good at sending fairies out. Every time he says that, I get a sale.
We got Tracy, uniquely me in the house. Good to see you, Tracy.
I got a good one. Last night. Thank you, Reseller King. It must have been you. Any tips to avoid beer? Shut up, Tommy. Oh my God. I'm never gonna hear the end of it.
So we got Eric Bischoff in the house. We have Veronica, the cherry picker. Thrift Beast, what's up, Chris? Good to see you, man. Jody Mitama, the entrepreneur. What's going on, man? Still good to have you on the show. We have T, my great find for you. Michelle Lathan's in the house. Cody Bruh says every day I'm vaping, as Nate takes a big old drag.
Need some juice.
Cody wants to know, D, how's the bays?
Yeah, he asks me that every day.
Thanks,
the
Paul.
bays are, I don't know. At least I have the bays again, but because I had nothing for almost 3 days. I think they let me back in a little bit early, but
Nice. We got Kelly Ecom Ward. We have the Treasure Hustlers who were kind enough to drop Dee's link in the chat. If you would, guys, please go ahead and subscribe to her and just let us know the number subscriber you are. We have Reselling Addicts in the house. Thank you so much for the congratulations. Lisa C., how are you today?
yeah, I gotta use all my words before my stream. Tommy asked me if I'm out of words already.
We got Old School Picker in the house. What's up, Chris? You missed them brownies again. Lucas, what's going on, my man? Good to see you. Lucas is the one who designed my new logo. So if any of you guys are looking for stuff like that, hit him up. He does really awesome stuff.
I need a new logo.
Hit him up.
I was actually thinking about rebranding my logo and seeing what he can come up with. He's got skills, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I need to change my name and stuff. We got to figure out what I'm gonna do.
Is it the arches? That one? Your logo with the arches, Anthony? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, that's his new one.
Yep. So I had an original one with arches and like it was just kind of ghetto. I did it in a paint program, and then Lucas made one that's like super nice. So that's the one I've been using now. Yeah, Reseller King, you need to send the fairies out like ASAP, bro, because they need to do something because my eBay has been pooped. I have literally
the fairies always work for me.
The fairies work for you.
Yeah.
I had one sale for the day. That's my normal for the most part. So they're out somewhere.
You have to do high promoter listings now. That's what I figure.
Tommy Bernard's asking a question. Any tips on avoiding the Veros?
I know. That's why I told him to shut up.
And then Tracy says, "What kind of books do you find?"
God, they're just giving me the business, man.
Yeah.
I find some crazy books, man.
Cody says, "I hear D is the master of the Veros."
I don't know. I don't understand how you're supposed to avoid that because they don't warn you. They just like take it down and say you have a 3 day suspension. And the book company that I got this bureau from is not even listed on their list of companies. It makes no sense.
Cool.
You're supposed to know ahead of time. That's what I was arguing with them. But of course, it was the customer service people, the lower level customer service people. And they said that I had to send an email to the, eBay's bureau address, and they didn't even respond.
What time did you call eBay
How
customer
you're supposed to
service?
avoid it?
What time did you call eBay's customer service, D?
I don't even know what time it was. But
Was it early in the
it was in the
morning?
afternoon. No, it was in the afternoon because it happened right after my stream on Monday.
Yeah, I would call like 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning. I tend to get better customer service.
No, it didn't even happen till like right after my stream. So there's no way in hell I'm gonna wait till 8 o'clock in the morning.
I had something happen, and I can't remember exactly what it was, but I called at night, and it should have been an easy, we'll take care of this for you, no problem. Like it was such an easy thing that should have been done. They wanted me to jump through all kind of hula hoops and all kind of craziness, and telling me they couldn't do it. And then I called in the morning again, and they're like, "Yeah, no problem." So every time I have an issue, I call first thing in the morning. I don't know if it's like, that they have like another service that comes in and tries to help out, and they're very handcuffed or don't know what they're doing, or what the case is. But
weekends are the worst.
Yeah, like so I just make sure to call in the morning.
God, all the dumb people work on the weekend on Amazon.
Lucas said that you guys can message him on Facebook anytime you need anything.
Well, and then the following day I found out that they have a new customer service area right on the website, and I used that to get a negative feedback removed, and it was so quick. But they also have policy issues and stuff like that on there too, and I didn't know that until the next day. I would have used that to contact them.
Reselling Addicts is asking what's the best way to resolve a situation where the buyer states they didn't receive an item, but tracking shows delivered. I'm actually dealing with one of those right now. So I directed the customer to get a hold of USPS, because once it shows delivered, it's like out of my hands. Then the customer proceeded to file a return on me. And so I just went into the return and I punched in the tracking number and all that stuff. So like it shows on eBay's end that I did my job. So I don't know. I'm not giving the dude a return though, because it shows that it's been delivered to his address.
Yeah, I've seen people with videos that just say, just send the tracking and that's it. And because I used to pay for signature confirmation and stuff like that for items that were a little bit more expensive, but since seeing the videos and how they responded to eBay has been lately, that I quit doing the signature on packages unless it's a really high dollar amount.
You should be able to get that negative removed, Reselling Addict.
Yeah, for sure. I would definitely reach out to eBay if they're giving you that problem.
I only do signature on anything over 200, I think is right.
Yeah, that's where I've been with that, which I very rarely sell anything that high. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna start doing. Unless it's something like that high, it's the only way I'll do any signature confirmation.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, 99% of the time, that tracking number can be your best friend, though. So as long as you have proof that it was delivered. Like my customer is trying to tell me he has a Ring doorbell and he can tell it wasn't delivered. I'm like, dude, you can tell from your Ring doorbell what's inside boxes. You know what I mean? Like, you can't.
Right.
Yeah, somebody said that, use that on me too. It's like, what the heck?
Yeah, for sure.
Tell them, please send that video over. I'd love to see it.
Yeah.
In USPS, because they scan everything now, they also can like pin it down with GPS, and sometimes they even take pictures. So
yeah,
I don't know which ones take pictures, but I've seen them before, like Amazon does.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But you can call. I mean, it's impossible to call the USPS, but if you ever do contact them, they will like send out GPS coordinates of the package. So, I mean, if you want to call UPS, you'll be on the phone for hours, but
Yeah,
not UPS, USPS.
We actually just had to have a package 2 days ago. It showed it delivered, and we were expecting like 3 packages, and we went out there and we got one of our packages. One is somebody else's package that lived like 2 blocks away. So we actually tracked down the postal lady and told her, hey, we got somebody else's package. You made a mistake. Here, I'll exchange it. Take this person's, give me ours. She's like, well, I don't have no packages for you. We go to the post office. The guy there runs a tracking number. He's like, no, it showed it was delivered. And I was like, well, she didn't deliver it to us. She must have delivered it somewhere else. He calls her on the phone. She says, nope, I don't have it. We said, okay, well, we'll come home and we'll call Amazon then and tell them we didn't get it. We get home and it was sitting on the porch.
wow.
So she screwed up. She knew she screwed up. She wouldn't just admit she screwed up, and she came back and dropped it off. So,
Yeah. Morning, Lynn. So, D, tell us a little bit about yourself. How did you get into reselling?
Well, I've been a casual reseller or seller. I wouldn't say reseller, but seller on eBay for many years. Back in the early 2000s, I went back to college and I was selling books and stuff on eBay for extra money, working part-time and selling stuff on eBay. But it never even occurred to me back then to like make it my living, I don't know why. I was just like making piddly little pennies, selling cheap books. It never even occurred to me. I don't know why. That's so weird. Because I would have been, I would have been a lot further ahead because now because I went back to college. Now I have this huge student loan that I'll never pay off. I'll be paying for the rest of my life. I should have just did eBay instead.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, because I went back to school, college when I was like in my late 30s, early 40s. So that's going to be a lifetime thing. But anyway, I was working for a company that just happens to be owned by my sister for 10 years, which was okay for the first 9 years. Then she got kind of big-headed. After she started growing and hiring people, it just got to be so awful. I was so stressed out. And just the atmosphere just changed. I don't know what happened, but just the people that she's hiring, I guess. And I was just so stressed out for an entire year, and then it got to the point where, like most of the time I worked from home, but they forced me to come to the office like 2 to 3 times a week, which is 45 minutes away. And it got to the point where I was like crying my eyes out on the way to Grand Rapids because I didn't want to go. And I'm like, I'm like, I can't do this anymore. And I told her, I don't know what to do. I can't do this. I'm sick all the time. It's making me sick, and so I quit. I mean, she gave me opportunities to do, like she gave me a month to figure out what I was gonna do. So she still paid me from May to June. I quit in May, and she still paid me from May to June. And then I figured I was just gonna collect the unemployment. to figure out what I was going to do. And then my sister from Montana was here, and we went yard sailing, and I bought some Levi's, and I threw them up on eBay, and they sold like right away. I'm like, holy crap! And it just clicked. Just that simple, those couple simple sales just made it click, and I'm like, holy crap, I can do this. And I like dove into it head first, and I didn't even need to collect unemployment.
That's awesome.
And I love it. It's like, I should have been doing it all along, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. I used to do it kind of like on a level like that too, where I would just kind of do it for a little bit extra money here and there, just so I could buy certain things and not have to go out of like our paychecks and stuff to get them. And I don't know what it was. Like it wasn't really until I found Lonnie's channel, Garage Flips, that I really realized that people did this as like a full-time income. You know what I mean? Like it just never clicked in my mind, because every eBay reseller I ever met always had like a 9-to-5 job, and they were, you know, doing eBay on the side. And then, you know, I found Garage Flips, and I was like, holy crap, I could like actually make a living doing this kind of stuff. And that's really what got me starting an eBay store, and even getting into YouTube was, you know, finding Lonnie's channel and kind of, you know, just discovering, you know, that this is something that, you know, I can make into a career.
I found the reseller community probably not on accident, because Linda thinks it's really weird that I was able to find the adult Lego community and then switch over to the reselling community on YouTube. She thinks that's really strange. Because I have a whole bunch of friends that I made you know, on YouTube from, you know, collecting Lego, and
yeah,
it's adult fans of Lego. They call them AFOLs.
Okay, that's cool. I didn't know that. Yeah, I actually found the reseller community from coming over from like video game hunting videos and stuff like that. Like guys that would go out buy video games to add to their collections and like sell off the rest to like kind of pay for it.
Yeah,
And
one of my Lego friends does that too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was just a random video suggestion on YouTube one day, and I was hurt and stuff. And next thing you know, I'm like, wait a second, this would be awesome.
Yep. Especially if you have the hustler mentality.
Yeah, for sure. I mean,
money's all around you. You just need to go find it.
Right.
It really is.
Yeah, and it's something that I'm good at. So, like, I'm not necessarily good at office stuff. You know, I was the IT person, and we had to do a bunch of other crap too. You know, I had to wear a lot of hats there. And it just got, I don't know, it just got crazy. People are nuts. I'm not good in an office situation, I guess.
Working for family is hard too. Like, I worked for my dad for 15 years, and you know, for me, I was making less money than, you know, the average person doing my job would do. And I mean, I did every aspect of it too, like from, you know, delivering to the warehouse work to customer service to putting in, you know, orders through suppliers, you know. So I had a lot of that experience doing that. So this part of the business, especially if I start doing wholesale, will be very similar to that aspect of things.
Yeah, there's other things that happen afterwards, but needless to say, I mean, it's not just because I no longer work for her, but there's some other things that happen in the family. And so I haven't even talked to my sister in like a year or so. But I don't know what her problem is. Cause whatever.
Yeah.
It happens. I go through spurts like that with my family too, especially when I was working for them.
Every family has like those type of situations.
Well, last fall I had to take in my adopted sister because, you know, she got kicked out of the house like the rest of us did. And that's part of it, because I let her live with me, you know, which I think is ridiculous, but whatever. Be mad at me because I helped somebody out, whatever, you know.
Yeah.
Stupid shit.
Yep. That's a shame. So how long have you been a fan of Legos?
I mean, probably forever, but I didn't like play with them forever, you know, because when I had a younger brother who was 10 years younger than me, and we used to like spend hours and hours playing with Lego. But I didn't start collecting and building my own creations until probably 2014, I think it was.
Okay.
2013 or 2014. And I was really heavy into it until I switched over to reselling. And it's because, you know, reselling takes up a lot of time. I mean, I just don't spend so much money on Lego anymore either. Because from 2014 to May of 2018, I guess it was, I was selling Lego by the piece on a site called oh my god, I just the word just fell out of my head.
Brickseek?
Oh my god, I don't know. I forgot. But there's a Lego. There's a
Kelly says.
Nope. It's a website that's dedicated to selling Lego only.
Okay.
But I was selling it by the piece for, 5 years or so. And then when I decided to go into reselling full time, I had 50,000 pieces in that store.
Wow.
And I sold it off to somebody down in Kentucky. I drove it down to Kentucky. That was fun. Bricklink, that's it. Bricklink.
Bernard
when Bricklink first started, it was just a guy that created the site, and he called it Brick Bay, and eBay eBay sent him a cease and desist, so he had to change it to Bricklink.
Gotcha.
How do you adjust your sourcing to compensate for no garage sales? I go to more estate sales in the winter, and I do more RA in the winter because more of the new stuff sells on eBay in the leading up to the holiday. I've been doing a lot of RA lately, but most of it's going to eBay because there's just not enough room for it on Amazon.
Yeah, I've been doing a ton of RA lately too, thanks to this man over here with the beard.
Yes, it was, Tom. Brickseek, the website that y'all use called Brickseek, it was originally created for finding Lego.
How much Lego do you source now that you're doing full-time reselling?
Pardon?
How much Legos are you sourcing now? Do you still like buy and sell a lot of Lego, or are you just
not a whole lot? No. Sometimes if I find a good deal on it, I'll buy it, but I'm not like focused on Lego like I used to be. Because before I just like bought all Lego.
Yeah. That was how I started, like with nothing but video games and Pokemon cards, and like I was kind of like niched down. And once I realized that there were so many other dollar signs around me that I was passing up, I was like, yeah, I'm grabbing it all now.
That's cool, Lisa. I've been like mulling around the idea of maybe setting up a booth. Not exactly antique, but you know what I mean. At one of the antique malls, but I don't know. I don't even have enough time in the day now.
Yeah.
Because I'm like a time waster or something.
I hear you there.
That's how I feel about myself. It's like I need more hours in the day, or just be more productive in the hours I have.
Yep. Stingray Steve says he goes to Florida in the winter. Flea markets and yard sales everywhere in the winter. That's awesome. Yeah, I do. I go to Orlando every year, taking my wife to Disney, and I tell her, I was like, you literally need to give me 2 or 3 days just to source. while we're down there. Like maybe like spread out the park days or whatever, and give me some time to like hit the streets and bring back at least 1 or 2 suitcases full of stuff to sell.
Oh, I didn't know you went out there every year.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, past couple years we've gone just to like their Halloween party, and then we've done like a cruise. Because normally we were doing cruises every year, but now my wife has upgraded her taste to Disney, which is like the price of 3 cruises.
Yeah.
So,
I wouldn't mind doing the cruise with the kids. I think that'd be pretty cool.
yeah, I'm trying to get her to let me go to the UK next year, but they don't have a Disney yet, so it's not looking too good.
Wow. Well, when I was suspended, I actually started another eBay store with I'm just gonna put like small items that I can take with me, so we can like at some point I want to like travel around like in a camper or something like that, you know.
Yeah,
that's my
what I
goal.
want.
So now I'm putting little stuff in another store. I just called them last night and asked them to up my, because you know they start you off with 10, which is ridiculous. Nobody can sell anything with 10 items.
Yeah,
I don't know. Maybe you can. But they upped me to 100. So last night.
Yeah, I can never understand the 10 items to start out. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I think they just want you to call and verify that you're who you are, because that's what they did. They asked me questions like, what do you drive this car, this car, this car? They give me 4 choices, and I told them what car I drive, and they asked me what's the age of my daughter, and they gave me 4 choices. And then the last one was an address, and I didn't recognize any of the addresses. And I'm like, is this a trick question? Because none of those addresses I'm associated with.
yeah, I didn't have to go through any of those questions. They must have really updated their policy in the last year, or their of verifying people.
Because I've only had the store open a couple of days, and they was trying to verify me. That it was actually me, you know.
Oh, okay.
Because when we created the other store that Destiny was going to do, and she wanted to start it ground up and learn eBay from zero, you know, and we created that, and she was stuck at that 10 items, and she kept hitting that apply to have the amounts increased, and they wouldn't do it. And the account was actually under my name, but it was her store and her contact email and everything. But then when she decided, well, eBay is just not for me, so I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna do something with that store. And I called. I mean, it was literally a 3-minute phone call conversation, and the upped it to 1,000.
Nice.
Eric Bischoff says connect eBay to Shopify, and you have 2 billion. What the heck?
Yeah, you can warm it up. That'd be cool. Thank you.
Blue Bus Dave Lotus. What? I don't know who Blue Bus Dave is. I guess he's not joking. He's serious.
I had a Shopify store before, so maybe
How'd you do with it?
I didn't. It was on vaping stuff. It wasn't on reselling stuff, but I might try and do that again. Maybe. I guess it depends how things go. Wouldn't mind having my own, my own outlet of things to lean on.
Yeah, for sure.
Honestly, it's not much extra work after you have it set up. You know what I mean? Just basically the same as cross-posting an item on Mercari or whatever.
Yeah.
So.
Was it hard to drive traffic there?
I mean, for me, yeah, it was. I was trying to basically, I would send customers that I had from eBay over there and even give them discount rates and stuff on products, and it didn't work out very well. I think I had 2 sales. So it was tough. When I was selling 20 items a day, I did definitely had a nice, pretty decent volume. It was tough. I think with, as things grow with YouTube and my my selling platforms and stuff with my items. That might be something I might want to look into.
Yeah, for sure.
I just saw something I didn't recognize.
So there's another suggestion, thrift store gold. I've seen a couple suggested videos, but I haven't really, I haven't followed them too closely lately. But maybe I'll go over there and drop a sub and see what they're all about.
They're very young and they have a lot of energy.
Cool.
And I don't know. I haven't seen them so much lately because they were doing like lives like 3 times a day for a while there.
Wow. It's awesome.
Do I have any interest in pallets? No. Not at this point. I would be in so much trouble if I bought a pallet because I just moved all my inventory back into my house. So
what is 5 to 1? I don't know that we have those in Pittsburgh.
no, this is a local liquidator. Their model is they on Saturday they have a bunch of bins, kind of like they're just wire bins,
Mm-hmm.
And every Saturday they put new inventory in them, and everything is $5 on Saturday and Sunday. Monday it drops down to $3. Tuesday and Wednesday everything is $2, and whatever's left on Thursday is $1. And if there's anything left, all the garbage that's left on Friday is $0.25.
Oh, wow.
They start all over again the next Saturday.
Nice.
Is that new stuff or is that used stuff?
It's Amazon returns and self-pulls.
That's cool. So you can kind of
last winter I was getting a lot of my inventory there, but it's just so insane on Saturdays now. I can't do it. I mean, I would go Saturday morning. A lot of people start lining up. Last year there was a guy like there at 7 o'clock in the morning, which I think is nuts. And they open up at what time do they open? I think they open up at 9 on Saturday. Because during the week they don't open till 10. Either 9 or 10, I can't remember. But people line up really super early. And I was going and getting in line early last year when it was freaking freezing cold out. But now it's just impossible because there's so many people there. It's just like I can't breathe. So I don't go on Saturday anymore.
Yeah.
But I still go on a regular basis and get good stuff. But
yeah, we don't have anything like that around here. Not that I know of, anyways.
Yeah.
I also made a deal with him for books. So that's where I get my books from for 50 cents each. So
Nice.
he lets me go in and dig through his Gaylord boxes full of books.
That's awesome.
And that's also why I got a Vero. They've already had a 3-day and 7-day suspension.
Wow.
And they only sell on eBay, so that's why he made a deal with me. And they have so many books they can't deal with it. Because they don't sell on Amazon. But that really helps out. I pay my insurance plus, and I have extra with that Amazon money. I'm not looking to get into Amazon. I mean, last year I was doing more Amazon. I was running around looking for stuff to put on Amazon like last fall and last winter, but I just got tired of it. So I'm just sticking to mostly books right now and things that I find that actually have a profit. But most of the RA stuff that I find, the profit's so minimal, it's not even worth it. So
yeah, Amazon's a different game. It's lower, it's lower profits, but it's a volume game. But yeah, but if you buy within the rankings, you know what I mean, it's almost basically like as much as a guaranteed sales you're gonna get. Like the terms. Basically, I feel when I buy something for Amazon for the most part. It's way less of a gamble.
So if you're talking about a booster box, Blue Rhino, absolutely. Typically, booster boxes are anywhere from like $80 to $100. So it just depends on what size box you're talking about. But yeah, I would definitely do it. Or even if it's an elite trainer box, it's worth it too, because those are typically around $30 to $40.
That Pokemon cards?
Yeah. But make sure they're real too. Like make sure because there's a lot of people that sell fake stuff like that. And normally the booster boxes have 36 packs, so make sure it's like an authentic Pokemon product.
How about the Pokemon video games? Do those sell pretty good?
Yeah, those keep typically will keep value, because there's a new one that comes out pretty much every year, and you can still get $15, $20 for the old ones. So yeah, Pokemon stuff across the board sells really well.
Because I'm trying to figure out if I should buy some video games, because they have a sale right now at Meyer.
Mm-hmm.
And I was trying to decide yesterday if I want to buy any. But I just don't know video games well enough.
Yeah, I mean, without knowing them real well, the best thing to do is just to comp them and look at their sell-through rate. I just bought up some. Walmart was having $15 clearance Xbox One games, and I bought them up, and I was going to sell them to or send them into Amazon, but it was actually a higher margin on them on eBay. So I listed them on eBay, and all 12 that I bought sold, within 4 days.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah. So
cool.
As long as the sell-through's there, I would definitely get them.
I know I was buying up some Switch accessories that were on clearance.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully they'll sell for Christmas time. They're not selling yet.
Yeah, hopefully come Christmas time, that stuff will move. I know a lot of times, like a lot of the Nintendo accessories could be kind of gimmicky. So sometimes, after they come out, they kind of tank in price. The games, though, like Nintendo games, tend to hold their price a lot better than most other systems.
That's good to know.
Yeah, especially first party Nintendo stuff, like anything that's like Nintendo characters or anything like that. Those games always hold value. And guys, if you haven't already, please go subscribe to Dee and just put the number of subscriber you are down in the chat. We really want to help her get as close to 1,000 as we can.
I think most of the people here are, except Blue Rhino Liquidations. That's the first time I've seen him.
Hey, Glenn, what's going on?
And I subbed to you. Hello, Blue Rhino. I just subbed to you, so I'm not asking for a sub or anything. Yes, I am. I'm not a very good asker. So, my story is pretty boring. I cried and I started reselling. That's it.
Hey, I mean, that's a good way to start, though. Like, at least you're
Tracy's going yard selling. That's not fair. Tracy's going yard selling.
Yeah, I wish I could go yard selling for sure.
Yeah, I'm definitely jealous of that.
There's a estate sale I can go to, but I might wait till tomorrow. No.
So Kathy just brought up that you're giving away a super nice webcam when you get to 1,000.
Yep.
So there's a little incentive for you guys.
I just found an estate sale I didn't know about. 3 sellers. Okay, there's a couple sales I can go to actually on Yard Sale Treasure Map. They're like so close to me. That's crazy. There's a movie.
Tommy Bernard said?
Huh?
Did you see what Tommy Bernard said?
Not subbing. I'm not getting Tommy.
So yeah, if anybody has any questions for Dee, feel free to go ahead and throw them in the.
Except Tommy. Tommy can't ask any questions.
Lynn wants to know, why does eBay freeze accounts?
Because they're stupid. I mean, it's so dumb. I mean, they want to punish the seller and they punish themselves.
I think it's funny is they'll let you sell the items that you have listed, but you just can't list. You know what I mean? Like
no, not anymore. They bury your items.
Oh,
they
really?
Yeah.
Okay. Never
Because
mind.
I checked. I mean, they mentioned that in the fall seller update that they would be hiding your items now, and I checked and they were. My sister called me. I think it was Tuesday night, and she says, "Why do you only have one thing listed?" and that was only because it's an auction item.
Well, that's good to know. At least you can auction stuff. At least if you really wanted to.
I mean, that's only because I had it listed before they.
Yeah. I guess they would have to let that go through, basically.
That's what I'm trying auctions with my new store. I only have jewelry on there now, but they're all auctions. I'm gonna see how it goes. I remember back in the day when you could auction everything. That was fun.
Yeah, I would love to be in that era again and really see where it can go, because now, even if I have like a high demand item, I'm more or less scared people are gonna just wait till the last second and just try to snipe versus actually bidding on it like a normal auction. I think sniping's the new thing everyone tries to do. I mean, I do it too. I'll go to Ended, and I mean, but a lot of times I won't watch an item for 7 days and not bid on it or whatever. Like, I'll literally just sort them and then go by ending soonest, and then I was like, oh, I want that for that price, and I'll try and get it. But
I sent the email to. Well, I called. I didn't get anywhere with calling because it was. I don't know what's the matter with them, but and I sent an email to eBay's bureau department, and I sent an email to the lawyer that initiated the bureau, but neither one of them responded. I just had to wait it out, and it seems like they my listing started coming back Wednesday night, so it seemed like they let me go earlier than 3 days. So
that's good.
I was watching my store on an incognito tab.
Yeah.
And I could see that they were coming back. And I sold something on Wednesday night when I was in purgatory. That wasn't an offer that I sent. Do you have a particular strategy at estate sales? Not really. I just walk through the whole house twice because I miss things. And I try to go early. I don't really. Sometimes if you go early, you have to wait and stand outside and wait for an hour. But so I don't go too early anymore. I try to go at least in the first hour or two. There's this one estate sale. They had 2 sales and they're supposed to have a third. And it's like a hoarder person. She hoarded all kinds of collectibles. And I went to that one early last month. And I had to wait for an hour.
Lisa C says she got early parole for good behavior.
Yeah, the first day is always higher, but sometimes you can still find some stuff. Like the one I went to yesterday, I didn't buy anything because it was too high. I mean, they didn't leave any room for profit on anything at that sale. Like, I usually buy old cameras for $5 or $10, and they had $38 on the camera, the Pentax camera that they had. And usually I pay $5 or $10 for those.
Yeah, my local auctions have been really, really bad with pricing. I did a video on one, and I mean, like you said, like you're lucky to make something, and the margins are so small, or they're even higher than eBay on some stuff. And I talked to the guy, and he basically said, "This is how it's going to be for the most part." So I was like, "Well, I'm not coming here anymore."
That would be retired Lego. DC that's just Lego that they don't sell anymore. The older stuff is great. Especially Star Wars, because Star Wars people are nuts. They spend so much money on Lego, it's ridiculous.
Yeah,
Like they'll pay $50 for one minifigure. Come on, that's nuts.
Wow, that's crazy.
Jeez.
Yeah, those minifigures go well.
I might have to start grabbing Legos.
I just listed a couple Predator minifigures the other day. I don't even remember what I listed them at.
I don't do outside deals yet, Tommy, but I do follow one particular estate sale because I kind of know the guy a little bit, but no, that I don't know any of them enough to get first dibs, not at all.
Yeah, like my estate company, like after I had that conversation with him, he was like, I told him, I was like, if the prices were cheaper, I would spend a couple $100. And he was like, well, make an offer. And the offer would have been like 70% off of what, and that would have been for me to make something worthwhile to, store it and keep it, and chances of selling it after a few months or whatever. So it wasn't even worth me trying to, offer anything.
Yeah, sometimes you can still find good stuff when it's 75% off. I usually go on the second day. Have you seen most expensive brick sell on eBay for like $1,000? What's that? What? I don't know what that is.
I'm guessing a single brick of Lego.
That's ridiculous. I don't know what that is, and it's ridiculous. There's a joke about a rare red brick, but that was just a joke. Did somebody try to sell it for $1,000?
I'll be right back.
Okay, do your thing.
I have some Lego that I'm going, some loose Lego that I'm going to be selling Sunday or Saturday at Dwayne's auction. So
Nice.
I try to offer 40% of eBay prices.
So Reselling Addicts is asking, what's your specialty?
I don't have a specialty. I don't really have a specialty. I just like to buy things that sell. I'm trying to get away from collecting a bunch of stuff to sell. I mean, because I have like 850 things in my store, and I don't know how much of a death pile. I'm trying to get away from that kind of stuff. I'd like to.
Said the most expensive brick is a brick of cocaine. That's funny. Yeah, that'd probably be worth more than $1,000, I would think.
Sometimes I do, DC, but I haven't much lately because I haven't found any great deals lately. But of course, I haven't gone to Walmart either, so I usually stick to Meijer.
Sure, Lisa or Joanna, you can share whatever you want down below. I don't mind. Dee wants to know if you're doing. You might have just answered this, but RA with Linktree.
Yeah, I do it occasionally, but the newer stuff, there's not really a margin on it, so you have to hold on to it for a while.
Yeah.
I'm waiting to see the brick.
Yeah. Yeah, I think she's.
Oh, she's not blue.
She's not blue. Here, hold on a minute. Let me give you a wrench. You'll be able to add whatever you want. Sorry about that. I can't see what color everybody is on StreamYard. I've been trying to throw questions up in the chat.
Yeah, that's the thing with StreamYard. You can't see.
There we go. Let me see. I'll try to pull that up and do a screen share of it for everybody to see.
Yeah, that's somebody's silly joke.
Share screen.
There's no way in heck anybody's gonna buy it for $4,700. If they do, they're dumb. Pretty sure
Yeah, so here. The second most expensive red 2x4 Lego brick. It's insane.
Who is the TDN? I'm pretty sure it's a joke.
Yeah, I mean, look, we can get 226 for 24 months. That seems like a good deal, right? It's awful.
They haven't sold anything in the last month either.
Can't imagine why.
I was just looking at their feedback.
I'm gonna go find one red Lego brick and I'm gonna cut the price in half. The third most expensive Lego brick.
There's a Lego guy named Brickzar, and his joke is having the most rarest red brick, even though red bricks are pretty not rare.
Yeah, it's true. John said that could be some money laundering there, especially if it sells.
Right.
Kelly, it's killing me. That's why I've been fidgeting and
I don't understand eBay and money laundering. It makes no sense to me.
I don't know.
Oh, there's
all them bricks to buy some bricks.
All white bricks.
That is crazy.
Come back to the chat and you guys talking about bricks.
I love how D is given so many really good questions this morning. Thank you, D. I appreciate that.
You do for Q4. Yes, I buy more new items for Q4 DC. And that's one of the reasons, because yard sales are gone, but more new stuff sells for Q4, I believe. But this Q4 has been pretty crappy.
Yeah, I do a lot more new stuff in Q4 as well. A lot more RA and stuff like that, especially with yard sales not being around. Like I don't think any of us on the panel have yard sales year round, so I do a ton of RA over the winter. I also do the bins at least once a week too, and the bins have been like super huge and basically keeping me afloat over last winter. So
there's a new bin store opening up like 3 blocks from me, and I've been waiting.
I would live there. I've emailed eBay's corporate so many times about putting a bins in my town, and I just have gotten no response at all.
I told Linda that I should make a I don't know what word am I thinking of? I don't want to say promise because I don't want to break a promise, but I should make a thing where I have to go, because it's in the same plaza where Planet Fitness is. That I every time I go to the Goodwood bin, I have to go to Planet Fitness.
Hi, baby.
Yeah, that's a pretty good goal to set. That'd be a good way for me to stay in shape.
Can't go unless they go stop at Planet Fitness.
Yeah. They just got some beard lickings over there.
He's all excited.
He was trying to get that leftover breakfast.
Right. Oh, I saved that for later.
I found some marbled Lego before, but not a lot of errors. Not a whole lot of errors.
Wow, Lynn. Lynn said that she had a friend who bought up all the silver they could 30 years ago. I'm sure they made a killing selling it off today.
Yeah, for sure.
I have a friend that does that too. Gold and silver. He buys it up and he sticks it in a safe. And like that's part of what his retirement plan is, to be able to just sell all that stuff off, like right off into the sunset one day.
My retirement plan is Linda because she's a saver and I'm a spender.
Yeah, I have a sugar mama myself. Thank the Lord for those, right?
Yeah, I'll be probably flipping until I'm in a pine box, probably.
For me, it's a hobby, though. You know what I mean? Like, I think I would be doing this regardless of if I had like some kind of a retirement nest egg or not. I just enjoy it. It's fun for me to like be able to, even if I were to like take it like in retirement, like, okay, this is going to be our play money. Like, for example, like I was just telling my wife like how like excited I was. This is the first time that we've ever gone on a vacation fully funded by eBay. You know what I mean? Like, so that's like, that makes me feel like really good about what I do. You know, and for all the people who think that we're all just like basement dwellers who don't really work, it's like, yeah, I'm going to be streaming live in Disney World because I do eBay for a living. You know what I mean? Like, it's awesome.
John Jen says, and Nate is not going to pay retail for that pine box.
No, he's not.
I'm going to go to some type of place that has clearance pine boxes every once in a while in the wintertime, and I'll buy, I guess, one or two, depending on what I need.
I have a wooden urn in my eBay store. I got it at a funeral home that was closing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm curious to know what you paid and what you have it listed for.
I paid $1 for them, and I had it at one point. I had it listed for $100, but I've had it for several months, so I don't know what it's down to now. But I could lowering the price. It's just a little box, wooden box.
Refurb casket.
Yeah. So yeah, he didn't need it anymore. He got cremated. So
yeah, he's all in there for a year. He's all in there for a year or so.
We were having an argument about silver spoons. Were they all silver, Lynn? Because I have some little spoons, the collector spoons, but I don't know. Most of them probably aren't silver, but
Lisa, that is amazing. Check that out. My casket will be a cardboard Franken box.
That's great.
That's the way a reseller should go out.
Right. Big Lowe's box.
I'm gonna have to now.
Flipping crazy, Lisa. All authentic Legos have Lego stamped on them somewhere. The minifigs have them on. Do I have some right here? The minifigs have them on, like, right in the middle of their legs there, and on the post where the head goes. They all. There's not one Lego piece that doesn't have authentic Lego piece that doesn't have Lego stamped on it somewhere. So you just have to find the Lego stamp.
That's funny. Veronica just said that the Franken box casket will be made from the free priority boxes.
They're not going to be free for much longer here.
Yeah, that's true.
Nice. Which sucks.
Once they do that, it's gonna kill their side of things.
Yep.
Because now they're gonna open up everyone to go to FedEx and everything else. I mean,
it's not gonna make FedEx any cheaper to have to use a regular box. I don't know.
Lucas is asking, my next new video will come out tomorrow. I've been staggering them to be days that I don't do the show just to kind of help me work ahead a little bit more because like literally I have like a 2 video gap right now that I need to like really start hustling my way back up to stay at 7 days. So I'm trying to, every day I host the show, which going into next week will be just Tuesday and Thursday. Those will just be the live show as my video for the day. And then every other 5 days is going to have a video.
Where did that rumor start anyway? The priority box thing. Where did that rumor come from? I wonder.
I don't know. I would imagine if anyone knows, Tommy Bernard probably does.
I want to look that up.
PGH Picks. My cremation box will be a flat rate priority box mailed to the IRS with a note that says, "Now you have everything."
Or how about a flat rate bubble envelope?
Yeah. I got a few of those right here.
Your ashes will fit in there. No problem. Somebody posted a screenshot about it on Facebook. I'm trying to find it.
Yeah, it would be interesting to find out what the date is and then just stockpile for like years worth of boxes right before. Lucas says it's supposed to be in January, he heard.
Oh, it's the e-commerce bite. That's not necessarily true. What? That site is just all gossip and shit.
Yeah, because if they did that, their flat rate business would basically die. Because if you're paying for a box to flat rate something,
they'd have to lower the prices of the shipping because their prices include the cost of the box.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, if they did that, then that would make sense. But I don't see them even doing that. They would probably do both, like raise the price and raise the price on the box, or charge for the box, keep the prices the same, and because their January prices always go up, so that would counteract that basically. Then without using flat rate, now your argument would be, or thinking would be, is FedEx going to be cheaper because it's not buying the box and going flat rate because of the price increase, or would it still be a little bit cheaper, basically?
Flat rate is a scam anyway. I hardly ever use flat rate boxes because
I don't use the boxes. I use the poly mailers for the flat rate, but
the bubble mailers. Yeah, I use a lot of bubble mailers, but the boxes, that's just a scam.
Yeah, I'm sure they would raise the price on those as well, probably, if we're going to do, boxes, probably.
Yeah, I bought those board game boxes, Moronic Past, and I ended up taking them back to the post office and sitting them on the counter. Like, these are stupid.
I saw I did a pick maybe last year at a place that it's called Cash for Stuff. They basically have people come in, bring them stuff, they give them like 25% of what it's worth, and then they resell it on eBay and Amazon. So they were moving buildings, and when I went in to like pick their stuff, they literally just had the large flat rate boxes as their like bins on the shelf. So yeah, I thought that was interesting.
Documents. I'm gonna see if I can actually find that on.
If I ship anything like a flat rate or anything, it's at most I'll use a regional box sometimes and padded flat rates, but I don't think I've ever used like a medium box or definitely not a large box for anything. I can't.
Kelly says she'll use the flat rate board game boxes to resize to conform to whatever size she needs. It's a good idea. I do that with the shoe box a lot. Not only because I like selling shoes, but because I can take something and like just make it small for cubic in there. Gary says you're very quiet today, Tommy.
I'm not feeling well this morning at all.
Sick?
I don't know what's going on, man. My stomach is just like twisted this morning.
Really?
Probably from lack of sleep. Like I say, I was up 2:30 and then probably too much coffee.
Yeah, for sure. That sucks, man. I hope you feel better.
And that things came down, and we're supposed to be getting some new furniture, and she was like, "Oh, my mom wants to bring it over this afternoon." I'm like, "Not today. Not happening today. I ain't moving nothing."
Yeah, I hate when the weather changes and stuff like that. I'll get sick, and especially with the kids. You know what I mean? They love bringing germs home from school. So
yeah, for sure.
I'm probably actually gonna just chill out this week, and I probably ain't gonna do much work of anything, and just try to get myself. I mean, I've been like kind of feeling crappy all week, and I think I need to just NyQuil it up and bury myself in a quilt on the couch and just regain some energy.
It's the best thing to do.
See, Perlini says her son was in severe stomach pain last night.
Dee's question here is, if you use flat rate boxes, do you have to pay the same rate anyway? Yeah. Anytime you use a flat rate, you're always paying a flat rate price, and you're not allowed to alter those boxes. Like the priority boxes that aren't flat rate, you can go ahead and resize to whatever you want, but the other ones, you're supposed to just keep it the same size. And
I believe you can alter them, actually.
Really? They're letting you alter them now?
Regular, yeah, just switches to regular rate, because they think shipping things in flat rate boxes is cheaper, but it's not.
Yeah, unless you're shipping some dumbbells or something.
If you're shipping something really heavy, it's a good deal, but otherwise, most things, it's not a good deal.
Yeah, unless you're going to the post office yourself, bringing what you're basically shipping to the post office, and then they you're paying them for their label or whatever. That would be the only way, maybe, that some of those boxes might be like a better deal. But if you're printing from home or using pirate ship, no way it's going to be cheaper.
I hope you feel better in it to flip it. Stomach thing's going around, I guess.
Yeah, see.
That's what I was thinking too, Blue Rhino, when I was reading her post. It made no sense. 2020 does not mean January. Well, January is 2020, but still, it can't. The report's not due until what was she say, March 2020? I'm still trying to find the actual blog post on the Inspector General site. Delivery scan issues, kickbacks over time.
Yeah, that would make sense, Kelly. She uses the medium flat rate to ship jewelry jar contents in. Depending on how big of a jar it is, it could make sense.
Yeah, I mean, if you're shipping a lot of heavy stuff, that's basically, the only way, for the most part, it's worth using those.
Yep. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, she says a gallon jar fits in a medium flat rate.
But how heavy is a gallon jar? I guess it depends on where it's going to. I always look for the cheaper cost, no matter what it is.
Yeah, I do the same thing. My first thought would be, can you somehow fidget 17 pounds? Are you able with that gallon jar to fidget into something that'd be cubic size, or would it just be too small? Too big?
How many pounds does cubic go up to? Isn't it like 20 pounds? I know it was something like that.
Yeah, 18 by 18 poly, 20 pounds.
Yeah, so she would be able to use cubic for sure, because those boxes, medium sizes aren't big by any stretch of the imagination. So,
I guess it doesn't matter much if your customer's cool with paying the flat rate price, but
if you're doing
eBay or something like that, it might broaden your customer base at a cheaper shipping rate.
If you're doing a, like how Mama does, jewelry auctions and stuff like that, it's easy to just say this is the shipping. You know what I mean? Because who knows where all of our customers are, and you want to make sure to have a specific price on, what you're shipping out or whatever, and don't want to have like a wide range of say like $8 to $15, on an auction or whatever. So that would make sense too. It's just easier for her customers to know, like, okay, this is what the shipping would be.
For sure.
Yeah, because like the regional boxes, boy, those things are small too, man. Like I tried using one the other day, and it was almost like a 6x6x6 or something. Like it's small.
Yeah.
Like I tried using it for, I can't remember what I was trying to pack, and I didn't want to send in a bubble mailer, and I think it was too big for that. So I was like, all right, we'll use a regional, because regional is a hair, a little bit more money. And man, there's no way that thing would have fit in there.
Cool. Well, I think we're going to start to wind down here. So if there's any other questions for D, or any other questions you have for anyone on the panel, if you could start putting them in the chat, we'd appreciate it. I want to make sure D has more than enough time to get ready for her live show. She does at noon Eastern. So she normally follows us every day. So I would like it if everybody could jump over to her stream after this and show her some support for spending time with us this morning.
That's because you live way out in California, Lynn.
Yeah, for sure, Tommy. I agree. He says a shoebox generally costs $8 to $9 coast to coast cubic. Non-cubic, it's $20. Yeah. I use the shoeboxes a lot, and I'll resize them to make it fit cubic.
Yeah, I use those, and I use the I think it's the 8x8x12 they have. I think it is. It's just a regular large shipping box. I use those a lot too, because you can fit a lot of different items in those boxes. Yeah, Lucas, I'm gonna message you after the show for sure. I want to see what you could design for me.
The last two questions are both no. Ricky and Kelly are both no to your questions. Yeah, I have to go down and get some stuff before I do my stream.
Yeah. So we're going to go ahead and shut it down, guys. Thank you so much, everyone who's joined us this morning. If you haven't already, please go and subscribe to D. I'm going to drop her link in the chat one more time. So please go over there, show her some love. I'd really appreciate it. She produces great content. I lurk in her stream almost every day when I'm packing my orders and stuff. Technically, me and Tommy do, because most of the time we're still chatting with each other while we're packing. But yeah, she does really good content. I appreciate you coming on today, D.
Thanks for having me on.
Oh, you're welcome here anytime. Definitely appreciate you. And as Lisa Flippin' Crazy is saying, make sure you show everybody in the chat some love and support, and sub to your fellow YouTubers in the chat as well.
Don't forget on Wednesday on my channel, just make sure everybody, I'll put out a reminder today sometime.
Yep. Are you releasing that video today too?
Which one? With
the one you're doing for your giveaway?
Yeah, I'm gonna do that today as well. I almost forgot. I mean, I am gonna do it. I just kind of forgot off the top of my head this morning. But yeah, that's gonna be released too. So make sure to look out for notifications for that. Just leave a comment and make sure you're subscribed to win a $25 gift card of your choice. As long as basically I can buy it, I'll send it your way.
Yep.
I want a Golden Corral one.
That sounds like a plan to me. But yeah, I will be putting out a video sometime soon too for the 1K giveaway. I know part of that will be Tommy direct shipping a Picksburgh t-shirt of whatever size you want to you. So that'll be one thing. And then I'm going to be giving away probably some eBay store credit and whatever the heck. I don't know. You guys can leave comments on this video afterwards if you have any ideas. But me and Ash really want to show our appreciation for everyone. So thank you for the support. Anything you want to say, D?
Nope. Well, I am giving away a Logitech camera when I reach 1,000 subs. Maybe I should have went for money instead.
Hey, I mean, it is what it is. That's pretty awesome, though. You know, get a really good.
Yeah. And I'm live every weekday at noon. So come visit.
Yep.
Come visit me.
Make sure you guys go see her today. Thanks, everyone, for being here. We'll see you guys.